So, one of my favourite bands at the moment, without question, is The Smiths. And that's essentially what this video is going to be all about. The least favourite to most favourite albums. I'll even squeeze in a wee track listing for all of them as well, because there's only 4 albums to go through, and I may as well give you a bit more depth than just 4, 3, 2, 1. Obviously, this is my opinion, and I'm not saying that X is the worst or Y is the best. These are just how I feel. These are what I enjoy least to most, and also on top of that, none of these albums are bad at all. Like the worst is an 8 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, I should say, and oh yeah, the best is a 10. So yeah, I think I've got through everything that I need to say before getting into it. So let's start. And number 4, self-titled. Now, there's one thing I need to get out of the way straight away, is that I don't love This Charming Man, even though obviously that's their big hit, or one of their many big hits, I should say. I don't love it compared to most of their other hits, like Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now, or, you know, There's a Light That Never Goes Out, or I Know It's Over. I find this is typically the case with most bands that I like, that I've known most of the discography with. Like, to take U2 for example, With or Without You is probably the big hit. Don't love that song. So that's one of the big things, is that I find that song to be a wee bit overrated. Maybe not overrated, but I definitely don't love it as much as other people do. Second thing is, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, I don't love it very much. And if it wasn't for the ending of that song, the little riff that Johnny Marr does, then it would probably be bottom, probably my least favourite, maybe second least favourite Smith track out of any of their studio albums. And obviously the production on this is very, very, very raw compared to basically any of the other Smiths albums. I know a lot of people don't like the production on Strange Ways, but I actually really like it, and yeah, so that's number 4. In fact, I just realised, track listing, hello. Right, so 11, I would have Miserable Lie. It does kind of squeal a little bit too much in that album. Song. Number 10, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, which I've already went through. Pretty Girls Make Graves at number 9. Number 8, You've Got Everything Now. Number 7, I Don't Owe You Anything. Number 6, Hand in Glove. 5, This Charming Man. A lot of people I reckon would have that top 3, even just Smith songs maybe. Number 4, Still Ill. Number 3, Suffer Little Children. Number 2, Reel Around the Fountain. And number 1, What Difference Does It Make? That's the single from this album that I love most. So there you go. That's the track listing for number 4. Number 3. And again, a lot of people love this album. A lot of people love all these albums. I'll basically just be a broken record all the way through this, but Me Is Murder. And again, love this album. Probably a good 9 out of 10. But it's still in third. So, what's there to say about this? I understand why people don't love Me Is Murder, the track. I know some people find it a bit pretentious, a bit preachy. I get that. But I actually quite like that it's quite sort of experimental. Towards the start of the track, I would say they do a very good job of getting across what they're trying to say, with the buzzsaws and, the animals sort of not necessarily screaming, but definitely making uncomfortable noises given the context of what the song's about. So of course I get that. And I don't really love Russian Ruffians either. It's not bad, I just don't love it anywhere near as much as most of the other songs on the album. So I guess the track listing then. So 9, Meat is Murder. Number 8, Russian Ruffians. 7, What She Said. 6, Nowhere Fast. 5, I Want the One I Can't Have. 4, That Joke Isn't Funny Anymore. In the top 4 is really just, apart from maybe number 1, they could be in any order. 3, The Headmaster Ritual. 2, Barbarism Begins at Home. Come on, the bass in that song is incredible. And number 1, Well I Wonder. Serious contender for my favourite Smiths track. Definitely top 5, I would say. Number 2. And I reckon this is probably my hot take. About as hot as you can get, really. And that is Strange Ways Here We Come at number 2. I know that a lot of people think this is the worst album, but I really just don't see it. Apart from one song that I really don't like, it's probably my least favourite song out of the entire discography. But other than that, all the other ones are fantastic, I think. And also, I Won't Share You is like such a fantastic song to end a discography, knowing that they had broken up at this point. I just think it's perfect to be at the end. And I would say definitely that the sequencing definitely helps as well. So, track listing, let me see. Because I've wrote these down just so that I don't need to remember them. Number 10, this is the one that I was talking about that I don't really love. Death at One's Elbow. That's just not for me. I don't know, it's a weird song. Number 9, I Started Something I Couldn't Finish. Not bad at all, just like it less than the others. Girlfriend in a Coma, pretty funny. Unhappy Birthday, again, pretty funny. Number 6, Stop Me If You Think You've Heard This One Before. Good song. Don't know if I would have chose it for a single personally, but that's what they did. I don't love it as much as other people might. So it's in the middle here. Death of a Disco Dancer at number 5. I like the topic of the song. I like the production of this song as well, it's quite good. And Morrissey's great vocals as well. Number 4, I Won't Share You, like I was talking about earlier. Just the perfect ending to an album, really. Number 3, A Rush and a Push and The Land Is Ours. The great opener. I mean, they go back to back. And I feel like if an album has really good bookends, openers and closers, it makes for a fantastic album. Given that the songs in the middle are pretty good as well, I suppose. But I think a good opener and a good closer matters a lot. Number 2, Last Night I Dreamt That Somebody Loved Me. Just a heartbreaking track, really. And that leaves number 1, Paint a Vulgar Picture. And I think that's pretty underrated as well, especially as far as streaming goes. I know that Smith's fans love this song, but I'm pretty sure it might be the lowest out of all of the tracks on Spotify at the moment. But I think it's probably the best song on the album. Great one. That's number 2. So you know who the winner is. That leaves only one more album. The Queen is Dead. Now this is like top 5 albums for me of all time. It took me quite a long time to fully appreciate the entire thing. Don't get me wrong, I liked a lot of the songs on here. But I didn't realise how much I loved them until I came back to it. I mean, even everything down to the album cover I really like about this album. Sort of the green and the pink. But it's really peak Smiths, I would say. The writing's fantastic, the music is incredible. And of course Morrissey is obviously having to go back at all the people that are critiquing him in the band. When does that ever really end? Even in his solo stuff, that continues. So yeah, I really don't have anything to say about this in a negative sense. Like, I don't have any problems with that with this album. So let's go through the track listing. At number 10, Never Had No One Ever. Might be a bit of a surprise for some people. I know I've definitely seen some people say that this is their favourite Smith song. I don't really fall into that bracket, but I don't think it's bad either. Number 9, Vicar in a Tutu. It's just a bit silly. Not like silly songs can be bad, or silly songs can't be good, I should say. But yeah, that's going to be number 9 for me. Number 8, Frankly Mr. Shankly. I used to really like this song when I first listened to the album. Not that I don't like it anymore, but I didn't realise how good the other songs were yet. Number 7, Some Girls Are Bigger Than Others. It's the guitar for this one. The guitar is fantastic. The lyrics are, again, a bit on the silly side, but still a fantastic song. 6, this might get some people angry, I Know It's Over, at number 6, in the bottom half. And I don't dislike this song either, but some of the other tracks in this album are just some of my favourite tracks, period. So that's just where it has to be, I suppose. Number 5, Big Mouth Strikes Again. Again, another one that I didn't appreciate for even multiple listens of this album. I liked it, but I didn't love it. So it would have been further down the bottom, but now it's a lot further up, just in the discography generally. Number 4, title track, The Queen's Dead, which I think, again, fantastic opener to an album generally. But yeah, I think it's quite underrated as well. Fantastic production, great lyrics. Mickey Joyce is fantastic in the drums in this album as well, but song specifically. Number 3, Cemetery Gates, which is another one that probably would have been a bit further in the listing had I done this video a couple of months ago. But the guitar parts in this is just magical to listen to. And the way the melody and the choice of words from Morrissey just makes a song work so well. And it's quite, again, another sort of bittersweet, kind of sad song, despite how chirpy the guitar sounds. Number 2, There's a Light That Never Goes Out. Self-explanatory for Smiths fans, really. I mean, this is one of their big hits that I do think is fantastic, that I absolutely adore. And then number 1 is The Boy With the Thorn on His Side. And this is definitely a contender for my favourite track. Obviously, there's Hatful of Hollow songs that I really love as well that I'm not going into in this video. But yeah, The Boy With the Thorn on His Side it's got to be another top 5 song for me of the Smiths. And like I said in the start of the video, this is the band I utterly adore. So when I'm saying that something's in the bottom half of the track listing, for example, that's not really a negative thing or a bad thing, because I mean, the Smiths are a top 5 band, period, for me right now. So yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it off. I'd definitely love to see what other people think of obviously both my track listing and your opinion of why you would probably have these albums in your order, so be sure to let me know. And I'll try and do more of these as well, because, well, I've done the U2 one and I've got other bands that I would like to do it for as well. So yeah, if you like this video, drop a like, because why the fuck not. Subscribe, because I'm actually uploading regularly at this point. Can't say that for 2023, but Yeah. I'll see you soon.